Hello my friends, ChestnutMtnTinman here. Friday afternoon, 2:35 p.m. on a beautiful, partly cloudy, beautiful blue skies. Upper 60s, little bit of wind. Just another beautiful day. Well, today, Governor Kemp allowed some businesses like beauty salons, nail salons, I think it included gyms, but not ours, stuff like that, to start reopening. Crazy mistake, I'm afraid. I was looking at the COVID numbers for Hall County, my county, and the cases are up 67% over last week, and deaths were up 52%. That's not a time to relax what's been going on. It's time to hold steady so that things continue to get better, not worse. I mean, Lord have mercy, the people, they're not doing very much from what I could tell riding around to protect themselves and others. The grocery stores pretty much look like normal places except for less people walking around without masks. One that strikes me in the head was a older couple that got out of their were getting out of their truck Monday evening as I came back from Winder and stopped at our Ingles, and I offered the man the cart, the little cart I had, because there's not many carts in there right now, and his wife had on a mask and he didn't, and I got to thinking to myself, she's trying to protect herself, he's not. They go in there, he comes by a person that is infected, he gets infected, the wife doesn't because she had a mask on, but they go home, she takes it off, and then he infects her. What good was that? That's the kind of mentality I don't understand. And then last night, I guess Trump brought up, and some of his other medical people brought up that we may have another second round of this come this fall, intermingled within the flu that we normally have. They don't know that for sure, but at least they're smart enough to be worried about it. Always forget to make sure the blue light side's up. I mean, all of this social distancing and quarantine has been to keep the curve down, and people just don't seem to understand that. I could never get sick. Look at those strawberries, how they're in rows. Isn't that cool? Wild strawberries. Yeah, if we don't protect ourselves from ourselves and others, then it'll take forever for this to get better. And I'd like it to get over sooner than later, but not too soon. I mean, the quarantine was through the end of this month. Just let it go through the end of this month. Don't start things a week early. Let it run its course. And then the end of April might be too early. to let people back to normal. I don't know. Yeah, it's just windy. And the wind has a slight chill to it. It's comfortable until the wind, and then you go, where? Where'd that come from? I don't know. That's my 3 pennies worth. I am headed over to my post office to get I have 2 letters. One I know's from Jason Payne, JP 1970. His new stickers. I'm excited about those. With his little alien. And I don't remember who the other one is from. And I've got 2 to mail off. Oh, it feels so good out here. I do wish our gyms would open, because either one of the any times I go to, during the day there's never more than 4 or 5 people in there. So it's never tested the boundaries. And I just don't walk outside because all the pollen and the So I haven't done anything for the past 3 weeks. And I would like to get back to my routine on that. Believe it or not, the gym actually messes up my YouTube, watching you guys. That's an hour dedicated every day while I walk that I look at videos. And it was your turn. You were sitting before I ever stopped. Gonna fix me a cup of coffee to go along, and I darn forgot it. Dadgummit. I do got to get some stamps in here. Nice truck. You turkey. All right, my friends, got an extra surprise. Fletch Dyna's package from Singapore finally made it. How exciting is that? So now we don't have to wait on that anymore. Forgot to plug back in. I don't know where I want to go. I don't. But I think we're gonna come up here and go out Poplar Springs to 60 and just drift that way a little ways. Glad I didn't bring my drone. Something told me I didn't want to put it up, and it's way too windy for sure. A little Spark would be bouncing all over the place. Well, what do y'all have planned for the weekend? A ride, hopefully. Yeah, we were tomorrow would have normally been the Georgia Police Memorial Ride, which has been postponed to, like, I think October 17th, which they changed that because it was on my Bomber Girls Riding Dead tour, which really bummed me out. Then found out they had moved it a week earlier, so they're not on the same, which is great. The Police Memorial Ride's a big ride, at least 1,000 bikes. 2 years ago there was like 1,500. Last year there was like 1,200. It keeps getting smaller, unfortunately, each year. At one time they were up to 2,000 bikes. It's quite a sight to see, because one of the guys told me it takes 322 police officers to pull off the event, between motor and foot officers, because they shut down 85, they shut down 285, and then they shut down what is that? I'm not sure if it's Peachtree Road, whatever's going into Atlanta and goes by Centennial Park. They shut that major road down. So we pull out of the Georgia Expo Center on 285. For almost an hour, our feet never touched the ground, unless something happens, like last year. They put the buses up front instead of the back, and there's one 90-degree real close hairpin turn, and the buses bottlenecked everything making that turn. I think we had 3 full-size buses, 2 or 3, and that took a little while for them to make that turn, so we had to stop and sit. Other than that, every intersection has a couple police officers on it directing traffic and stopping everything. The interstate is totally shut down, which is something wild to see. It's like a 35-mile ride round trip, but it's in honor of all fallen officers, with spotlight on the previous year's fallen officers. Last year, my old department, Gwinnett County PD, was in the spotlight as we had lost one of ours. He had been shot by a dirtbag. Walking up to check a parked car in a park or behind a school, and the dirtbag shot him through the window. Hit him, I believe, in the neck. My goodness. Oh, now I see your pretty much hidden turn signal. At least the prime drivers get to drive Mercedes. That's pretty cool. turtle going across the street. Gotta hope they didn't hit him. Looked like they were in path toward him. There you go, tortoise. Last weekend we were supposed to go to Tellico Plains up in Tennessee and spend the weekend riding the Smokies. That got postponed to probably next year with everything that's going on in the fall. None of that is dreadful as what's happened to all the high school seniors, and I feel so bad for them. I know one personally, or through the church. Grace, her mother's our kindergarten through 5th grade pastor. Does a fantastic job. And Sam wrote a big long thing a week or so ago about everything that Grace was missing. Senior trip, prom, graduation, and several other things in there. And it's just like, you know, everything you've kind of dreamed about high school and look forward to for 4 years. And then just flop. Doesn't get to happen. I think I've said before, I think once this stuff is over with, it'd be really cool if the high schools would bring the seniors back together for graduation. Probably wouldn't be quite the same, but you'd still at least to go through graduation. Maybe even have a senior prom the same day. In between of that and businesses getting put out of business, I was watching on the ABC Nightly News and also WSB's 11 p.m. news that came on after at 12:30 after the NFL draft, and there's another round of like $3 billion getting ready to come available. And apparently the little small mom and pop stores didn't get any of the first stimulus. It was major corporations that had banking ties that got it. And I remember seeing where some of them gave their money back, but that is so unfair and just typical bullshit of our government. They should have had some kind of safeguards put in place for that. Major corporations that have all kinds of money behind them, they don't need that. Not in the beginning. It's the mom and pops that go day by day. Stupid ass country. This pandemic just brought to light so many problems that our country is facing. We were nowhere ready for it, not in any means. Yeah, we got money out there, but we didn't have it where it would go to the right people. did get our stimulus check. That was quite handy. Where be your tag, Mr. Maxima? A traffic stop just looking to happen. No trees and the wind to flying through. Look at that, just ripping the bush, the trees. Limbs are moving in the wind. Alright, my friends, I think I'm going to put an end here. It's almost 30 minutes on my camera there. I know I wasn't all of that, but that still gives about 25. So some cutting to do. But if you've liked this video on this beautiful Friday afternoon, please smash the thumbs up button and give it a like. Very important. Please comment, which is even more important for the Google Analytics. Comments help standings of channels quite a bit. And then if you can't watch my video all the way to the end, please grab that slider and pull it all the way to the right. That's probably what Google penalizes channels the most for, is short watched. If you happen to just be surfing through and landed on my channel, if you like what you see, please consider hitting my subscribe button, becoming one of my friends. When you do, a bell icon will pop up. Click it, the top one, and YouTube will notify you when my videos are up, new and to be watched. And if I don't subscribe to you, I will, to help your channel grow also. It's the only way to help each other, is to help each other grow by subscriber count. So, like, comment, even an emoji is good. Slider to the right if you can't watch the whole thing. And if you surfed in, hit my subscribe button and the bell icon, and I will do the same to you to help you grow. So this is the Chestnut Mountain Tin Man saying thank you on this beautiful Friday afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.